Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. Markets hit record highs yesterday as the Dow surged 468 points to close at 51,671, marking its 16th record close this year. The S&P 500 gained 1.7%, while the Nasdaq rocketed 3.1% higher. The catalyst? A framework agreement between the U.S. and Iran establishing a 60-day negotiating window to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Oil prices fell to early March lows as roughly one-fifth of global oil and LNG shipments can now flow freely again. But here's what matters for your portfolio. The Pentagon is keeping 50,000 troops in the Middle East during negotiations, one of the largest concentrations in 20 years. Vice President Vance made clear Iran gets zero frozen assets up front. Any sanctions relief is tied to performance and verification. Iran faces a binary choice: abandon nuclear ambitions and terrorism funding for a potential $300 billion private investment fund, or forfeit everything. Now for the blockbuster corporate story. SpaceX has overtaken Amazon to become the fifth largest company globally. Shares traded above $203 in pre-market, implying a $2.68 trillion market cap versus Amazon's $2.66 trillion. The Elon Musk-led company is now closing in on Microsoft and announced plans to acquire AI startup Cursor. This is only its third session since going public. Meanwhile, technical indicators are screaming caution on memory chip stocks. Micron shares have exploded 275% this year and 830% over 12 months. Its 14-month relative strength index hit 90.98, the highest since September 1995. SanDisk shows similar extremes. Both companies sold out their entire 2026 production capacity on AI hardware demand, but Bank of America's fund manager survey reveals 80% view semiconductors as the most crowded long position. The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index just hit all-time highs with a 5% spike. History tells us crowded trades don't end well, even when fundamentals look strong. Small-cap indexes also hit records yesterday, and Invesco analysts believe declining fuel costs from the Iran deal could provide further tailwinds if peace holds. The chip sector rally may be shifting as one hedge fund manager warns the AI bottleneck trade has run its course. On the political front, the FBI disrupted an alleged plot targeting the White House UFC event held June 14th. 5 suspects are in custody from a network of 23 potential plotters who allegedly planned explosive drone attacks followed by sniper teams. And President Trump's endorsement power faces critical tests today in Georgia and Alabama GOP runoffs that could influence Senate control. Robinhood announced 10% workforce cuts affecting nearly 300 employees. The stock surged on the news as investors rewarded the cost discipline. Jersey Mike's dethroned Chick-fil-A as America's favorite quick-service restaurant after over a decade of Chick-fil-A dominance. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. Check us out at capitalcopilot.io.